Hello YouTube. Last time we did exclusive OR gates and I promised a surprise this week. So we did a bit of a project. The two things that we'll be using in this project, or the three things rather, are NOT gates, AND gates, and a clock. No exclusive OR gates, no OR gates, just those three. So what it is a secret door. Not very secret, I mean somebody can obviously tell that there's something, but there's a door in here, as well as a trap associated with it. So this is a combination lock here, very simple combination lock. I'll explain how it works in a minute. And if you have it set to the right thing, then this pressure plate will open the door. For that, I use an AND gate. It looks a little messy, a little difficult to follow. Don't worry, we're going to do it step by step. There is another YouTuber, much better than I am. His name is CNB Minecraft, and I like the way he does tutorials, so I'm copying him a little bit today. Now, if this is not set to the right combination, and I step on the plate, a little door opens, and the arrows come flying in at me. Pretty cool, right? So anybody trying to get into your house, they don't know the combination, are met with some painful arrows flying in their face. Alright, so let's go see how this works. I'm going to fly over to this first one. You can build the room however you like. It's just a room, it doesn't really matter. I like to put the door right in the corner because that hides the pistons and everything. Put that back. I'll show you how the combination lock works. It's a very simple combination lock using NOT gates. So behind some of the levers you put redstone torches, and behind some of them you put a piece of redstone. And so what happens is to open this door, to activate the combination lock, you have to turn on the levers that have the torches behind them, and you have to turn off the levers that have the redstone behind them. So if I turn them all on, then it hasn't changed because the redstone torches have turned off, but now this redstone is powered by the levers. So you have to have these ones off and these ones on. And you can do this however you like. You can do 2 redstone in a row, then 2 redstone torches in a row. You can do 1 torch and 3 wires. You can do any combination you want. But once you have the right ones on and the right ones off, this torch will turn on, activating your combination lock. Now that door was just a demonstration. It wasn't part of the thing. And what I did for the pressure plate is I put a redstone torch here on the block that the pressure plate is on, and then a redstone torch on the block above it, so that when the pressure plate is stepped on, this torch will be activated. So that's your the things that you interact with to get to your door. And I'll show you the AND gate for opening the door. So this green wool is just to carry the signal over top. It's a little twisted, but it's still just a regular AND gate. So here's the AND gate. You remember it, the 2 torches, keep this guy off. They both have to be powered in order for him to turn on. When he turns on, it's going to power this block. What I've done here to power both of my pistons to keep the door closed is you put a torch powering this piston, and then a block above it which powers this piston because the block receives power from the torch. So once the AND gate gets 2 inputs, it will open the door because it'll power that block, switching the redstone torch. So when my combination lock is set to the right thing, this torch will turn on, which activates this redstone over here, which turns on that side of the AND gate. The reason I've switched them, the reason he doesn't go here and he doesn't go here, is for the trap later. I'll show you in a second. So step on the pressure plate, remember that torch turns on, which will turn on this redstone, which I've carried over here. Redstone turns on this torch, sorry, this block. Repeater, which activates this side. So let's go have a look. Let's set the combination to what it needs to be. Step on the pressure plate, voila. Now, because both of them have to be on, the door will close behind you, because once you step off the pressure plate, you're no longer powering the other side of the AND gate. So that's how you have the door mechanism with the combination lock and the pressure plate. As you can see on this side, I just have a pressure plate that runs directly into the piston, so that when you're leaving your secret room, you don't need to put anything in, you just walk out. Okay, now I'll show you the trap. There's another AND gate, so that the two conditions need to be met where you have to put in the wrong code and step on the pressure plate to open up the trap. If the code is wrong, then this redstone will be on, activating this half of the AND gate. So this gate is ready. It says as soon as you step on that pressure plate, I'm gonna activate. And so, which is why I brought the pressure plate wire all the way over here, so that it could go into both of the AND gates. So I continued the wire that was here down to the floor into a repeater here to go into there. It doesn't have to be a repeater. It can be just a piece of redstone wire. You can't do this because then those are not pointing into the blocks. At least one of them needs to be a repeater. You can do a repeater here and a wire here. It doesn't really matter. I personally just like repeaters. Repeaters do cause a delay, but as you saw when I showed you how it works, that delay doesn't ruin the device. So then from this torch, which will be activated if you have the wrong combination and you step on the pressure plate, you're going to run a wire over to the other side of the building. You don't have to run it here where people can obviously see it. You can run it underground, you can run it around the back. This is just where I put it. You're going to want to invert it at some point because you need power over here always. If you get the combination wrong and you step on the thing, you're actually going to turn things off over here, which is what we need. So I put the inverter 14 blocks out to extend the 15 block reach. One of the things that this torch is doing is keeping on the spaz clock. Remember I showed you this spaz clock before with the torches and the blocks and the redstone wire on top. So because that torch is keeping this wire on, this clock is not running. Once that torch turns off, when we activate that AND gate by having the wrong combination and stepping on the pressure plate, then this guy will start spazzing, powering this dispenser, which is going to fire arrows at you. And in order to have more ammo, I've put a chest and a hopper. You can fill the chest with arrows so that you pretty much won't run out of ammo for your unwelcome guests. I put another inverter along here in order to open the little trap door. So I've got a torch keeping the piston on, which keeps the block covering the dispenser. And that inverter makes it so that this wire is off. Once the AND gate is activated, that torch turns off, this torch turns on, turning off this torch, closing the piston and revealing the dispenser, giving it the opportunity to fire at your enemies. So let's show it again. The combination lock is set incorrectly, so one half of the AND gate is primed and ready to go. I just need the other half to be activated by the pressure plate. Boom. So this has been a secret door with a trap. Here, let's show the right combination again. See, because now that the combination is correct, this half of the AND gate is off. So when I step on the pressure plate and this half turns on, it doesn't work. This half is activated now, so when I step on the pressure plate and this half turns on, it does work and the door opens. This is one great way to use AND gates, is to make sure that certain parameters are met for something to happen, such as a door opening or arrows shooting at your enemies. If you do not use this spaz clock, then the dispenser will not repeatedly fire arrows quickly. It will just shoot one arrow, which isn't, well, it's kind of disappointing. You know, one arrow on the side of the head isn't a big deal in Minecraft. Alright, this has been our little project we did with AND gates and the spaz clock. I don't know what that clock's actually called. I just call it the spaz clock, and you can see why. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe. Next time we're going to be doing something called a toggle flip-flop, which, remember we talked about the RS NOR latch, which basically turns two buttons into a switch. The toggle flip-flop turns one button into a switch, which is very useful. I wanted to do a different project today, but then realized that I needed a toggle flip-flop, and we hadn't covered that yet, so I couldn't do that project. So we'll do that one later. Next time's toggle flip-flop. Thanks for watching.